What's the pettiest revenge you've ever gotten? I had finally saved up enough to take my wife on her dream trip for our anniversary. I booked a 5-hour first-class flight to Paris, but not even 5 minutes into our flight, I felt a sharp thud on my seat. At first, I ignored it, but then it happened again. I turned around and saw a 10-year-old kid kicking the back of my seat repeatedly. I turned to his dad and asked him to get his kid to stop, but he just sighed and lazily told his kid to knock it off. Of course, he didn't listen, and his dad just gave up after that. I sat back down and tried to ignore it, but he started kicking even harder. I stood back up and asked his mom to get him to stop, but she told me I had no right to tell her how to parent, and that her son just won his soccer championship and deserves to have a little fun. Then, she told me to sit back down like the peasant I was. Yup, she said that. That was it. I glanced over at my wife, who was still shocked from what she said to me, and then made my way to the luckily empty row behind them. Then, I got my revenge. I started kicking the kid's seat repeatedly, and both his parents immediately stood up, threatening to sue me. I laughed through it and kicked that kid's seat until the flight attendants came over due to their screaming. I returned to my seat after, and the entire rest of the flight was peaceful bliss.